we'll all be hog-wallered. Fancy seeing you guys here. Sup, gang? So, last year, I was a very strict vegan for like 10 months, but then I was like, fuck this. And also, like, if you make a, make a decision such as that, becoming vegan, uh, you end up coming into contact with others because you're like, well, what the fuck do I eat then? No meat. You can start looking up like recipes and shit. And then before you know it, you're on like a Facebook page, looking for like how to how to cook, vegan recipes. And when you're on those pages, you see all this other stuff about save the animals, stop, let's shut down the slaughterhouses, all that shit. Because somehow, vegans are just they have unconditional love for every animal on the planet, which I don't get because somebody made a really good point. There was like an anti-vegan post, right, on Facebook. They were saying like, I love animals or some shit, and I eat meat. Vegans, what the hell? And a fellow vegan, I'm not vegan anymore, but at the time it was a fellow vegan. They made the point, you don't love animals, you love pets. And I agree with that very much, because I love my pets. But, like, I actually realized that I do hate most animals. Like, I've been bitten by a deer, been bitten by a cow, kicked by a horse, you fucking name it. So, I genuinely don't think I really like animals. Like, I've had, I remember, when I was a wee lad, I was in a field with a bunch of geese, and I was like, kind of messing with the geese. I tried making like a goose call, the best goose call I could. I was like, "Hey-ya!" And then a bunch of geese, like, they started surrounding me and coming at me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Then they started like pecking at my shins, and that was the scariest moment of my life. I was trying to get out of there, but I fell, and they were just all on me. Then my dad came and saved the day. But so since then, I've had an irrational fear of geese. Uh, I also have an irrational fear of horses. So when I was like, Jesus, 12 or 13, maybe, probably, I don't know exactly when it was, but probably from the ages of like 13 to 15. Uh, like those crazy shock videos that are on the internet. So I ended up watching one. It was a guy getting raped by a horse, and I guess he died afterwards, and it was heinous. And so since then I've been scared of horses. Some people when they're in the woods, they're like scared. Maybe they'll be scared that like they'll get attacked by a cougar or attacked by a bear, or even I don't know what else is out there, like a raging buffalo. Well, when I'm out in the woods, I'm scared of getting raped by a horse. And also, like, on the streets, if you're taking a walk or something, uh, or just generally walking somewhere, a lot of people will, like, cross the street if there's, like, a black guy or something coming towards them. Well, me, I cross the street if there's a horse. Anyway, that was way off track. So, if you're one of those people that, like, if you just unconditionally love all animals, then you think that they will unconditionally love you back. You're wrong. Because, like, I saw, uh, it wasn't like the actual footage, but it was an article and then, like, a news story. Some guy from the Americas was an avid animal lover, one of those unconditional guys that just doesn't even make sense. And he went to, like, Africa, and, he wanted to, like, work with chimpanzees. So, in Africa, there was an enclosure. It was like an animal sanctuary. It was like a 20-mile, huge enclosure, and there were chimpanzees in there. And he was like, he was trying to like, reaching into the fence and like trying to pet him and stuff. Like he thought they were all cute, and they dragged the nigga through the fence and dragged him like 10 miles, beating the shit out of him all the way. So, I, he probably had a very different view of animals after that. He was like, bet you anything, it was like, fuck these fucking niggas. They can all burn in hell. Because I know I would think that same thing. Like, I would then have a pure just hatred for all chimps, and I would try to make them go extinct. So, I came across that, article, like, several years ago, and after I recorded that clip, I went and actually found it, and got a lot of those details wrong. But if you want to know the actual story, link is in the description. You're probably not even gonna go there, but it is there. But even though not all the details of what I was saying was accurate, you get the picture of the point I was trying to get across. But I'm just saying, like, don't, under any circumstances, like, try to use my version of the story as a point you're trying to make in your own argument with somebody, because otherwise they're gonna look up the actual story and then just make you look like a raging moron. And something else, about the vegan community is that they're just super argumentative. Like, when I was vegan, I was just trying to spark up conversation with others. And instead of, just talking to me, they just went straight to, like, arguing, using all caps in messages. And then, a whole bunch of exclamation marks. Like, not just one, but I'm talking like 2, 3, maybe 9. Like, if you want to win an argument, what you don't do is insult the person. Because to your side of the argument, it'll look great. Like, if you're vegan and you start insulting non-vegans, to other vegans it'll look great. But to the other side, to the non-vegans, you look like an idiot. And same with, like, most politics. Because, insulting people, it appeals to ethos, but not logos or pathos. Anyway, so, I was vegan for, like, health. I had, like, acne and whatnot, and I didn't want to have acne. I was trying alternative methods, and it worked. I mean, look at me now. But, while I was vegan, I met somebody, right? This person was a female, or a girl, if you will, biologically, and, uh, what the fuck's the word? Yeah, biologically. So, I was just meeting her, and we started, fucking. What? And, so I was just meeting her, and, cool chick, cool lady, cool girl, cool woman, whatever, it all works. And, so she was also vegan, right? And, we're both vegans, and, vegan guys are hard to come by, vegan girls are hard to come by, but somehow, like, you only find other vegans when you're vegan, and that was the case. Like, I only met other vegans when I was vegan myself. I've never met one since. I don't know what the hell. But, anyway though, so I was just meeting her, right? And, so I guess you could say that I never met her before. Ha! Well, folks, I guess that's it. So, if if you're liking what you're seeing, uh, and you want to join the big forehead gang, which is this channel, all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe, and tap the bell. And if you're already a member, uh, you know, when you have a membership and stuff, you got to renew your membership. So to renew your membership, all you got to do is like and comment. Toodaloo.